Hello and welcome from Kalamazoo, Michigan for the Aflac Cup Series Season 12 Pepsi 200. The first night race on the tour sees these drivers ready to tackle an original circuit in the Aflac Cup Series, been around since Season 1. William Byron looks to continue Hendrick dominance as he sits on the pole today. Now for our drivers to watch for. Kyle Larson is going for 3 wins in a row. It's never been done in the Aflac Cup Series, and Larson wants to be the first. Christopher Bell is ready to take that next step in the series, as in winning a race. Can see Bell get it done tonight. Kevin Harvick is looking for one final victory in his last season in the Aflac Cup Series. This is one of his favorite racetracks. Harvick looks poised to get it done. And Ryan Preece has a special mission tonight. He's been promised a full-time ride by Stuart Haas if he gets a top 15 tonight. Now thank you to our partners Altitude Graphics and Spoiler Diecast, where you can use code ACS12 at checkout. Now let's go trackside for the command. Drivers, start your engines. The field roars to life and starts to roll off for 18 laps at this 3/8 mile racetrack. Now we're going to check out your starting lineup. On the pole, William Byron, and to his outside his teammate Kyle Larson. Chase Elliott in third place, starting position next to Kevin Harvick. Christopher Bell and Kurt Busch round out row 3, and Austin Dillon and Martin Truex Jr. lead a Bass Pro Shops row 4. Ross Chastain and Tyler Reddick in row 5. Denny Hammer and Hammond next to Big Bad Brad Keselowski in row 6. Kyle Busch and Chris Buescher in row 7. And row 8, Chase Briscoe and Ryan Preece. Row 9 is Harrison Burton next to Joey Logano. Row 10, Daniel Suarez and Corey LaJoie. Row 11 is Ryan Blaney next to Todd Gilliland. Alex Bowman and Eric Jones are in row 12. And in row 13, it's Bubba Wallace next to Eric Almirola. Ricky Stenhouse and Ty Dillon in row 14. And in row 15, Cole Custer next to Austin Cindric, who had a big moment in qualifying and ended up crashing. We have 18 laps on the circuit tonight. 72 degrees is the track temp. It's a nice, beautiful night here. And last time we were here, Kyle Busch took the victory in Season 10. Green flag is in the air, and we are ready to go racing around this short track. Byron gets a great jump with Chase Elliott, giving him a nice shove. Elliott and Larson battle for second as Byron tries to escape from the pack. 3 wide for second place. Kevin Harvick shoves it in there, and he's going for second on Larson. Larson with a nice crossover exiting turn 2. He'll take back that second spot. Once again, Larson going for 3 in a row tonight. He's all over the back bumper of his teammate William Byron. These two have some history this season. From race 1, side by side through 3 and 4, coming across the stripe. It's Byron by a nose, into 1 and 2. Oh, Larson gets loose, and he tags Byron, and they both spin into the outside wall. Oh my goodness. William Byron had a great car tonight, and now it's over. His own teammate Larson gets loose heading into 1. You can see him wiggle, and then up into Byron. Right there it is. There's that wiggle. Tags Byron, and it's over for William Byron. Larson kind of escaped with minimal damage. Right there, he gets loose, and then up into Byron. You see Larson does tag the wall with his rear end. So it's flared out a little bit, but nothing that can't keep him from racing. And Larson's drive for 3 is still alive tonight. But Byron gets the hook. Now here's what we referenced earlier. Larson moves Byron for the lead, tried to go for the win, but ends up getting run out by Chase Briscoe. Now, cue the duck. Who won the first ever race at Kalamazoo Speedway in the Aflac Cup Series? And we are ready to go back. Green flag racing. Kevin Harvick is the race leader. Chase Elliott to his outside. Green flag back in the air. Oh, Elliott's going to get a good run. He takes the lead from Kevin Harvick off of turn 2. Look at Bubba Wallace making some moves back there. Oh, Ty Dillon almost goes around, but he saves it. Coming off of turn 4 across the stripe. Logano making up some position there. There's Ryan Preece on a special mission. Oh, Larson, he spins out. Gets tagged by Cole Custer, and that's going to probably end Larson's night. Oh, yeah, definitely something wrong with that race car. Looks like a broken toe link. He kind of got hit in that left rear. Yep, Larson's taking it right to the garage area where he's going to join his teammate and probably have a conversation with Jeff Gordon and Mr. H. Yeah, you can see Larson looks like he just kind of gets loose coming off of turn 4. That could be that flared out bumper that he has. And then Stenhouse kind of just finishes the job there. And as he spins across the track, Cole Custer is right there and ends up getting into him. So Larson to the garage area. Cole Custer coming down pit lane to get some repairs. Hopefully he can return on his night. And then there's Ty Dillon getting some fresh tires after his big moment coming off of turn 2 here. He gets to the inside of Eric Amarola. Oh, Amarola and Stenhouse kind of had some contact here. Now to answer the Cue the Duck question, Carl Edwards in the Subway Ford Fusion was the first ever driver to win in the Aflac Cup Series at Kalamazoo Speedway. Way back when. We are ready to go back green flag racing. Chase Elliott is the leader. He's going to choose the outside lane, and he takes off to the race lead, leaving Ross Chastain in the dust. Truex and Chastain now battle for second place. Look at Brad Keselowski in that 4th position. Chastain and Truex through turns 1 and 2. Oh, they are still side by side down the backstretch. Oh, Keselowski gets a big shove to Chastain. Chastain flies through 3 and 4, and Truex cuts down low to get that race lead, or the second place position back. Sorry. Elliott's just so far out in front. You would think Truex is the race leader. As the cars fly down the backstretch here. And look at Elliott already catching the rear of the field as Ty Dillon is pretty slow. Elliott's just got such a great launch. He kind of just left the field in the dust as they race across the front stretch here. Now off of turn 4. Laps fly by here at Kalamazoo Speedway's Elliott already on to lap 12. There's Ryan Preece trying to fight with Ryan Blaney. So far, Ryan Preece is in the top 15. And Stewart Haas Racing has offered to give him funds for Rick Ware Racing to run a full-time schedule. Elliott trying to make his way through lap traffic now, putting Harrison Burton a lap down. Checking a sky view of the racetrack. He puts Chase Briscoe, the first race winner, a lap down. Oh, we got some contact as Keselowski's having trouble making it through the lap traffic. My goodness, that's too bad for Keselowski. Here's Elliott coming to 3 laps to go. He's kind of getting into some tougher lap traffic as he has his teammate Alex Bowman in front of him. That's probably going to be a hard driver to put a lap down as we come to 2 laps to go. And guess who's catching him? Martin Truex Jr. just chopped half a second off that race lead. Bowman and Suarez battle for position in front of the race leader. Elliott's getting impatient. He's going to force it 3 wide. Oh, and he makes contact with Bowman. Bowman goes around. Truex has to check up. Elliott's going to be in the clear, and Chase Elliott is going to win at the Kalamazoo Speedway. My goodness. That got pretty intense at the end there. Thought Elliott was going to run away with it and then runs into some lap traffic trouble, but ends up finding his way through by moving his teammate. I'm sure Alex Bowman's not going to appreciate that as he was battling for position. And Bowman's one of those drivers who does need a good finish. And so did Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott needed this win bad. That's probably going to put him in the top 10 in points. But look, see, trouble in paradise for Rick Hendrick? I think so. We got Byron and Larson feuding, and now Elliott spins out Bowman. That kind of looked intentional. Let's check it out again. Yeah, you can see Elliott definitely spun out Bowman. What do you think? Do you think the Aflac Cup officials should step in here? That's tricky. Now your point standings. Kyle Larson is still at the top, but that points lead is so much tighter. Tyler Reddick, Ross Chastain, Martin Truex Jr. all within 20 points. Briscoe's there. Keselowski moves up. There's Chase Elliott moving up to 8th in the standings. William Byron drops down to 7th. 11th is Joey Logano and Kurt Busch. Austin Dillon, top 15. Kevin Harvick moves up in the standings tonight after a frustrating start to the year. Denny Hamlin down to 17th. And a very disappointing night. Look at Corey LaJoie, who had a great run tonight. We'll make sure to acknowledge him in the finishing results. And then here's your 21st through 30th and your 31st through 36th. Cole Custer outside the top 30. Not looking good for Cole. Not looking good at all. Now your finishing results here from the Pepsi 200. Race winner was Chase Elliott, Kevin Harvick second, Truex third, Chastain fourth, Kyle Busch with a top 5, Corey LaJoie with a top 10, and same for Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace desperately needed that top 10 as well. Reddick finishes 11th. Ryan Preece finishes 12th tonight. Looks like he will have that full-time season in the Affleck Cup Series Season 12. Suarez finished 18th. There's Alex Bowman finishing 22nd after getting the boot from his teammate Chase Elliott. Once again, let us know if you think Affleck Cup officials should step in and look at the SMT data from Chase Elliott. Did he intentionally spin his teammate? Next race, we go to Nike Motor Speedway out in Eugene, Oregon. That's going to be a fun one. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is JG24, JM26, signing out.